Good morning, everybody. Today I shall be covering the aspect of general toxicology and its treatment. First of all, coming to the epidemiology, as such, in general, there are 3 million cases of acute poisoning occurring every year, and among them, 2.2 lakhs of deaths are occurring, which amounts to 7.3% of the total poisoning. Among them, 90% cases are occurring in the developing countries. Let us come to the Indian mythology. As per the Indian mythology, the poison was being created by the great god Brahma, that is the creator of the universe, who was being attacked by the devil Katiba. And to kill that devil, the Brahma has created the Brahmastra, that is the poison. After creating the poison was in large amount, so he has distributed all the poisons in different animals and the vegetables and minerals. The second mythology about poisoning is about the Kashyap, who was about 600 BC back, considered to be the Indian expert in the toxicology. He was the successful curator of the snake bite. And so the king Parikshit, that is the son of Abhimanyu, the son of Arjuna, had a curse that he would die of a snake bite. And so Kashyap had taken the challenge to cure him from this curse. But on the destination day, the Takshak, that is the king of serpent, met with the Kashyap, who was going to bite the Parikshit, and finally the Takshak succeeded to bite him. And so King Parikshit was being killed. Now, coming to the Indian history, as per the Indian history, the Shushrut, that is 800 BC back, he has written the Agad Danta, that is toxicology. He has written regarding all the poisoning, its signs, symptoms, its diagnosis and its treatment. The other thing is in the Kautilya's Arthashastra, that was about 400 BC. In the Arthashastra, Kautilya has described the Ayurvedic herbs, the metals, the herbo mineral preparations and the poisoning substances. During the Chandragupta Maurya period, there were the Vishkanyas who used to kill the opponent, that is the other opposite party. And during that time also, the antidotes were used as the Mithridatism, that is the universal antidote. And that contained 36 substances. The Theriac, and which contained the 64 substances. And along with that, the viper flesh was being added in that. The Bizar, that is the stone which is being present in the stomach, that is also used as the antidote. Now coming to the word history in brief, about 6000 BC, in the Kenya, the hunters used to kill the animals by using the poison in their arrows. In 4500 BC, the Sumerians in the Mesopotamia worshipped Golak, that is god of healing. About 2700 BC, the Chinese journal has described various plants, poisonous plants and fish poisons. About 400 BC, that is Socrates, the philosopher, was executed by using the hemlock for teaching his ideas to the youth and interfering with the religion of the city. About 1900 to 1200 BC, the Egyptian document stated direction of the collection, the preparation and the administration of more than 800 medicinal and the poisonous recipes. About the Ayurveda was being written, in which the poisons and their antidotes were being written up. About 850 BC, Homer, that is the Greek person, mentioned about the poisoned arrows. Hannibal, that is, he was the general of Carthage. He has performed the suicide by consuming the suicide. And about 30 BC, the Cleopatra, the queen, she also committed suicide by using the venom of cobra, by getting bitten by the cobra. About the AD, 50 to 100 AD back, the Greek physician classified over 600 plant, animal and mineral poisons. The Romans used poison for execution and assassination. That is in the history about 50 to 100 AD back. The Spanish Robin Momimdas wrote first aid book for the poisoning and the poisons and their antidotes. About 1216 AD, the King George of England was murdered by using the toad toxin. 1600 BC, the Bosor stones remedy against the poison was considered to be the remedy against the poison. About 1769, the Secundus designed the stomach pump to remove the poison. In 1831, Curie used activated charcoal as an antidote for against the poison. In 1870, Leben iodoform test for alcohol was being performed. In 1880, further qualitative estimation of the carbon monoxide form. Considering the disasters which has occurred considering the poison, in 1956, that is the Minamata Bay disaster, that was in the Japan, the fish eating caused mercury poisoning because the fish were in the pond, in the sea. In that, the industrial drainage was being put containing the mercury. In 1958, the Kerala food poisoning occurred, and that has killed almost 120 children. In that, this was due to the pesticide which was being sprayed on the food. In 1984, the Bhopal gas tragedy occurred. That is in the Bhopal, and that was due to the gas of methyl isocyanide. And that has killed almost 1,600 persons. Among them, the 8,000 deaths were immediate and 8,000 deaths has occurred about later on. And that has occurred in the Union Carbide petrochemicals. It has also affected about the 5 lakhs persons in that city. In 1922, one poisonous bird was being found, and that was hooded pitui. In the figure of this hooded pitui, there was an alkaline which is being present, and by touching that bird, the hands or the body which comes in contact, which touch the bird, that becomes desensitized. In 1216 AD, the King John of England was murdered by. Coming regarding the father of the modern toxicology, that is considered, the Paracelsus is considered to be the father of a modern toxicology. He has invented various methods to detect the poison from the body. He also said that all the substances are poisonous. There is none which is not poison, but the right dose differentiate a poison and a remedy. That means any substance, all the substances on the earth are poisonous. If they are given in the small amount, they may act as a drug, and if even if the drug has been given in the large amount, they will act as a poison. The Orfila, who is considered to be the father of toxicology, he was being present during 1787 to 1853. He has also described various chemical methods for analysis of the poisons. He has written about the general treatise of toxicology, and he has summarized all the known information available at that time. In 20th century, now it is recognized that all the toxic effects are caused by the changes in the cellular molecules or the biochemicals. There are various poison information centers in India. They are being working all the time, that is 24 hours. And if there is if any poison, if anyone wants any information regarding any poisons, the person can get such information by telephonic call, by providing the signs symptoms of the poisoning. When they can comment which poison is this one, they can comment also the possible treatment for that one. And these centers are being present at AIIMS, New Delhi, the Occupational Health Center at Ahmedabad, the AIMS, that is Amrita Institute of Medical Sciences, Trivandrum. Now coming to the various definitions which are concerned with the poisons. First of all, coming to the toxicology. Toxicology, it is a branch of medical science which deals with the study of poison regarding its source, its nature, its character, its fatal dose, its fatal period, the signs and symptoms it produces, the method of its detection, the treatment in the case of poisoning. The word has been derived from the toxikos, that means the poison arrow. The toxi means arrow in Greek. The second definition is forensic toxicology. It is the branch of forensic medicine which deals with the medical and legal aspect of the harmful effect of the poisonous substances on the human body. Now coming to the clinical toxicology, that is the branch of toxicology which deals with the signs, symptoms produced by the poisons and their treatment. Toxinology, that is the branch of toxicology which deals with the study of the toxic substances produced by the living organism, toxic to the human body and their effects. Example, the venom of the snake, the scorpion, the spiders, the bees, the wasp, the poisonous plants, the bacterial poisons, the fungal toxins, etc. Now, understanding what is drug. Drug is any substance that is being prepared, that is being available naturally or that is being prepared synthetically, which produces the physiological or psychological changes in the living and is used for treatment and diagnosis of the disease, for producing the beneficial effects with minimum ill effects. Teratogenicity means the toxic effect, either structural damage or the functional deficit that occurs in the fetus due to the exposure of the mother to an agent beneficial to her during the pregnancy. Definition of poison. Definition of poison, it is being described in the two ways. One is any substance that could be the solid, liquid or gas which when enters in the living body, either by injection, by inhalation or through the natural orifices. That could be the urethra, anus, ear or the vagina, or when applied on the body surface, causes ill effect, disease or death by its local or the remote action. Poison, the word has been derived from the potio. Potio means the things used for drinking. In short, any substance in any form entering into a living body through any route or come in body surface is ill health, death by its local. Now coming to the definition of poison as per the law, that is any substance irrespective of its quality or the quantity when given with an intention to endanger or to injure or to kill a person will be called as a poison. Now coming to the classification of the poison, the poison has been classified into the two ways. One is according to the site and the mode of action. The second classification is according to the nature of use. Coming to the first classification, according to the site and action of the mode of action. First of all, it is being classified as per the one is the corrosive. The first group is the corrosive, means which corrodes. Corrosive are the substances which corrodes the surface with which it comes in contact. They could be the strong acids, they could be the strong alkalis, they could be the metallic salt. The strong acids could be the inorganic acids, that is the mineral acids, that is sulfuric acid, the nitric acid, the hydrochloric acid. Or they could be the organic acid, that is the carbolic acid, the oxalic acid, the acetic acid, the salicylic acid. Or the second group is the strong alkalis, they could be the hydrates or they could be the carbonates of sodium or potassium and ammonia. Or they could be the metallic salts, that is zinc chloride, ferric chloride, copper sulfate, silver nitrate, potassium cyanide, chromate and bichromate. The second group is the irritant. Irritant group which causes irritation in the body. That could be the local irritation or that could be the systemic irritation. When ingested, they could cause the systemic irritation. They are being classified as per the inorganic group and the organic group and the agricultural group. In the inorganic group, they could be of a non-metallic, they could be metallic, they could be the mechanical. In the non-metallic group, these are the phosphorus, these are the chlorine, the bromine, the iodine and the carbon tetrachloride. In the metallic group, they are the salts of arsenic, they are the salts of zinc, antimony, copper, lead, mercury. In the mechanical group, they are the powdered glass, or they could be the diamond dust, or they could be the hair been ingested. In the organic group, they are being classified into the two groups, that is vegetable origin or the animal origin. Vegetable origin means they are of plant origin, that is the Abrus precatorius, the castor, the croton, the calotropis. In the animal origin, they are the snake poisons, they are the insects venom, the canthrides, the ptomens, and the third group is the agricultural group. Now coming to the systemic poison means they are acting on a particular system. They may be acting on the CNS. They could be the CNS stimulant, that is the cyclic antidepressant, amphetamine, caffeine, methyl phenhydrate. They could be the CNS depressant, alcohol, general anesthetics, analgesics, or hypnotics, or sedatives. They could be the deliriant, which means they are causing the delirium. That is, delirium means that is disturbed orientation. The person is conscious and but his orientation is being only disturbed. And they are the datura, the belladonna, the cannabis, the cocaine, the HCMS. These are the cerebral poisons. Now coming to the second group, that is the spinal poisons, which are acting on the vertebral spine or vertebral column, the spine. These are the Nux vomica, the gelsemium. The third group is the peripheral poisons acting on the peripheral nerve, that is conium, the curare. The fourth group is acting on the CVS system, that is cardiovascular system. These are the aconite, the quinine, the oleander, the tobacco, the hydrocyanic acid. And the last group is the asphyxiants. Asphyxiant means which causes the asphyxia. That is the carbon monoxide, the carbon dioxide, the hydrogen sulfide, and many more other gases. The miscellaneous group, that is the food poisoning and the botulinum poisoning. Now, the second classification is according to the nature of use. As per the nature of use, they could be used for the criminal purposes. They could have been causing the poisoning by accidental way. Now, criminal purposes, they could be the homicidal. They could be used for the suicidal purposes. They could be used for stupefying the person. They could be used to kill the cattle, or they could be used for criminal abortion or adulteration of the food and drinks, or causing the annoyance or injury to the person. Coming to the homicidal poisons, these are the poisons which are commonly used to kill the other person. So, the commonly homicidal poisons are, the ideal homicidal poisons are described are as per. They should have the following characters. It must be cheap and easily available. It should be colorless, odorless, tasteless, so it can be easily mixed with the food or drinks or the medicine without arousal or suspicion to the other person. It should be highly toxic and will be certain in action. It should have signs, symptoms which will simulate a disease process, so it should not arouse any suspicion. The signs, symptoms should appear the late enough for giving the culprit to escape and not to arouse any suspicion. No specific post-mortem findings should be present in such case, in the ideal homicidal poison. The appropriate antidotes should not be available. No proper chemical or biological test for easy detection and or will be destroyed in the body quickly. Among them are the aconite, arsenic, the mercury, salts, nux vomica, opium, the powdered glass, the combination of the two or more organic compounds of the fluorine are commonly used. But the thallium satisfies many of the criteria. Among the heavy metals, including arsenic compounds, they satisfies most of the criteria of the ideal poison, but can be detected easily even after a very long time after the death. And they could be detected from the hair, from the nail or from the bones, because they get deposited in the hair, nail and the bones. The aconite can be regarded as the best because of its sweetish taste, the signs and symptoms of disease, that is the disease, and difficulty in detection because it get destroyed easily. Now coming to the second group, that is the poisons used for suicidal purposes. They are commonly used for the suicidal purposes. And coming to the what should be the criteria for ideal suicidal poisons. The ideal suicidal poison must be readily available, easily available when the it needs. It should be cheap in, because many of the suicide cases are occurring in the poor groups. Either it should be tasteless or should be of an agreeable taste. Can be easily consumed with the food or drink, so it could not be vomited out. Highly toxic and will be certain in action and will cause the painless death. The main thing is the causing the painless death. Commonly used ideal homicidal poisons are the organophosphorus compounds. This is the most commonly used. The opium, the scopolamine, the barbiturate, the oleander, the oxalic acid, the copper sulfate, the combination of any of the above of the two. Now, coming to the accidental poisoning. Accidental poisoning means the purpose was not to poison the person or not to poison himself, but it has occurred accidentally. That could be due to the ignorance in the medicine, the higher doses has been given, the carelessness in the storing of the poison. So the other person by mistake consumes some thinking of something else. The misbelief regarding that substance, the misbelief could be that it will increase, it will cause as act as an aphrodisiac, or it could act as a love filter, or it may cause a fair complexion. In the industrial, in the manufacturing, or in the storing, in the food or in the drinking, poisoning could be due to the contamination, due to the pesticides in the agriculture, like in the Kerala tragedy, Kerala poisoning tragedy, the wrong medication, the bite by some insects or the snake bite, the cooking gas poisoning, the spurious or low quality cosmetics, the oxalic acids. Now coming the other group, that is the poison used for infanticidal purpose means to kill the infants, that is the child below the age of 1 year. And these are commonly used poisons are the opium, the organophosphorus compounds. Now coming to the abortifacient groups. These are the substances which are used to procure the abortion. That is the criminal abortion commonly. And these are the ergot, the madar, the oleander, the marking nut, when they are being applied locally in the genital or in the uterus or in the vagina. Now coming to the next group, that is the stupefying agents. Stupefying agents are the substances which makes the person stupid, which makes the person deliriant. Substances given in the sublethal doses mixed with the chutney, to chapati, curry, tea, coffee or liquor or sharbat, or in the cigarette or in the bidi, causing lethargy, deep sleep or somnolence, or making the victim idiot or imbecile. That is, and these are the datura, commonly used as the datura, the cannabis, the chloroform. Datura is said to be the roadside poison because it is commonly used in the traffic to make a person stupefy and to take away the belongings of that person. The cattle poisoning, to kill the cattle to procure the hide. The arsenic salts, the Abrus precatorius, the oleander, the organophosphorus compounds. Now, the substances which are used as the love philter or the aphrodisiac. Love philter means the substances which increases the love between the person who gives the poison and the who receives the poison or who consumes the poison. And aphrodisiac are the substances which increase the sexual desire. As such, there is no true aphrodisiac, but they increase the blood supply of the local area, and due to that, erection could occur. The drugs which increases and enhances the sexual passion by it can do so only when it is given in a very big dose, which is likely to cause toxic symptoms. The arrow poisons, which are being used as the arrow poisons, these are the Abrus precatorius, the aconite, the croton oil, the calotropis, the snake venom poison, the strychnine. Rarely, the insulin is also used as the poison by intramuscular or intravenous administration. The bacteria, they could be administered by subcutaneous or any other parenteral route, oral route. Now coming to the fact, action of poison will depend on many factors. That means that could be the amount of the quantity of the poison given, in which form the poison, which way the poison has been in of the body. Any poison which very large amount would lead to the rapid death, or possibility that the person may vomit it out and the poison has been. Arsenic salt, when given in, cause death by shock without producing signs of arsenic poison. The oxalic acid may cause the cursive action without producing. On the other hand, repeated smaller lethal doses, when given, they get accumulated into the body and chronic poison. When some given in the very small doses for a long period continuously, that may lead to the chronic poisoning. Next factor which is modifying the action of poison is the in which the physical state of the poison, the mechanical combination, in which combination it is being, whether it is being chemical combination on that. Coming to the physical state, whether it is being given in the gaseous form will act earlier than any other physical. The solution it acts rapidly than the powdered form. The powder will act slower than the form. The poison state, or when coated by some inert, show their delayed effect. The combination, that could be the mechanical combination. When used in combination with some inert substances, if a concentrated mineral, as such, the acid acts as, when it is being concentrated with the water, it will act as a irritant. Has been mixed with the water. Many of the time, due to the weight of that poisonous water, they get settled in poisoning. The chemical, the action of that example, produce the silver that is insoluble and will the poisoning. On the lead carbonate or lead acid, copper acetate are water. They are non-poisonous in water, but when in combination, when given with the gastric juice, and they will form, will be rapidly absorbed and will cause the poisoning. The poison also being affected by administration, in which when it is being administered by inhalation, the order of rapidity depends on, means it is most rapid in the inhalation, it is less rapid than the inhalation into the intravenous, and then less rapid into the intramuscular injection, and then still more slower in the subcutaneous injection, and it's still less rapid when it is been injected. Absorption will be more rapid through the stomach than the rectum. Pyrrolidine rapidly absorbed through the rectum. Application on the open wounds. It also depends on the whether it is being applied on the intact skin or the open wound. Application on the scissor surface, whether it is being applied on the skin or the scissor surface, or on the unbroken intact skin. Poisons which are quickly absorbed through the unbroken skin are the phenol, the alcohol, the organophosphorus compounds, the mercury, the hydrocyanic acid, the nicotine, the methyl salicylate, mustard gas. In general, the ratio between the medicinal dose and the lethal dose of the poison is 1:10 times. Means the medicinal dose is 1. If it is 1, its lethal dose will be the 10 times of the medicinal dose. Of the body also affect the poison. Means the following conditions are taken into the account. The age of the individual, because all the poisons are more extreme, more acting on the extremes of the age. The allergy of that person to that one particular substance, the idiosyncrasy, the habit, the tolerance, the synergism, the drug interaction, the drug potentiation, and the intoxication state of the health. First of all, coming to the age, the poison have greater effect at the extremes of the age. Except the mercury and belladonna, they are well tolerated by the children. The cannot be tolerated by them. The allergy or hypersensitivity to a particular substance, like the penicillin, the aspirin, opium, the belladonna, etc. are the common examples to which hypersensitivity is being present or the allergy is. They may be the result of previous administration of these agents. The idiosyncrasy, it is the abnormal reaction of a particular person to a particular substance. This may be due to the inherent personal hypersensitivity, that is inborn peculiarity. For example, iodides, bromides, the sulfur salts, the opium, the eggshells, shellfish, the prawns, the pulses, the mushroom, it is. The habit of the person, long continued use of some substances increase the tolerance to that substance. So to get the same desired effect, larger amount of that substance is being required. Repeated and long continued use may also be led to the addiction and the drug dependence. Example, opium, alcohol, tobacco, cocaine, these are all the addicting drugs. Synergism. The effect of poison may be increased by combination of, that is synergistic action. The substance, each in non-toxic doses, when given together, may produce the much more toxic effect than the sum of their effects. Example, the sedatives, the tranquilizer, or the antihistaminic, when given together with the alcohol, will cause the synergistic. The cumulative effect. When given in a small doses in the repeated administration, they get accumulated in the body and will produce symptoms when sufficient amount is being accumulated. That is, for example, in the digitalis poisoning. The condition of the person, whether it is he is sleeping or whether he is in the intoxicated state. The unconscious and retards the effect of poison due to the slow absorption at a lower metabolic health level. The state of the health. Some disease conditions have the effect of the poison on the body. Kidney and the liver increases the effect of the most of the poison. On the other hand, in acute fever, the effect may be seen less because of the lower rate of absorption. The common sources or substances of poisoning could be the domestic sources, that is the cosmetic, that could be the articles which are being present in the kitchens, the sanitary used in the house, that is the disinfectant, the deodorant, the miscellaneous, the ink remover, the paint remover, the shoe poisons which are being used in the house for the rodenticide purpose. In the kitchen, articles, they could be the safety matches, the detergents, the cleansing agents, the baking powder. The cosmetics could be the nail polish remover, the body powder, the hair wave lotion, or the depilators. The second common source of poison is the agriculture and the horticulture. And these are the insecticides, the pesticides, the weed killers. The industrial sources for the production. The common sources. The second group, the common commercial sources, where poison substances are stored, distributed, or sold. The therapeutic sources means the self-medication, over-medication, or abuse of the drugs through the food and the drinks, accidental contamination, or additional adding of the coloring agent or dyeing agent. Other are the silver gases, the polluted atmosphere, the bite by the animals, etc. The action of poison could be, that could be the local action, that could be the remote action, or that could be the combined. That is the local action could be the congestion and the inflammation. They could be the effect of the nerve, that is numbness, the tingling. The remote action could be the shock due to the pain or to the specific organ. The combined effect could be due to that is the local action and the remote action. Both are being present. That is being seen in the carbolic acid, the oxalic acid, the phosphorus. The poisoning may present with the following symptoms. In the fulminating poisoning, the poison with the massive doses where the death is imminent with sudden collapse, the symptoms of that particular poisoning are generally absent because the person enters into the sudden shock and the sign symptoms of that particular poison are being not present. In the acute poisoning, the poison with a single large dose or with a small doses taken at a short interval with a sudden onset of the symptom. In the subacute poisoning, the features of both acute and the chronic poisoning. In the chronic poisoning with the gradual onset of the symptom. Now coming to the features suggestive of the poisoning. The poisoning could be the features which are suggestive of poisoning are they could be the GIT symptoms, they could be the CNS symptoms. In the GIT symptoms, that is the vomiting, the diarrhea, the abdominal pain, the nausea, constipation. In the CNS symptoms, sudden coma or constriction of the pupil or sudden convulsions, the delirium, the paralysis, paralysis especially of the lower motor neuron group, the hepatic failure, and the hepatic failure, the kidney failure. That means the sign symptoms are the oliguria with proteinuria. भैया जिसका माइक ऑन है वो प्लीज स्विच ऑफ द माइक. Symptoms of chronic poisoning. Symptoms of chronic poisoning. The chronic poisoning may show as a dehydration, the respiratory distress, the cardiovascular depression, arrhythmias, the hypothermia, the convulsions, the blurring of the consciousness. The symptoms of chronic poisoning is suspected if the symptoms are being exacerbated after the administration of the suspected food, the fluid or the medicine. The deterioration of the general conditions, the malaise, the cachexia, the depression, or there are the repeated attacks of the symptoms which are being poisoning, of the diarrhea, of the vomiting, there are the traces of the poison being found in the urine, the stool or the vomit. The symptoms disappears when the patient is removed from that area, that surroundings. Fate of poison in the body. In the body, the poison generally is thrown off. Most of the part is being thrown off. The portion being absorbed is mainly deposited in the liver, which get metabolized. In the unaltered poisoning, they may enter into the circulation, and that is being excreted by the kidney. Some poisons like chloroform, phosphorus, they disappears by excretion. The certain poisons like arsenic, antimony, means generally the metallic poisons, they get retained in the tissue and they get deposited in the nails, the hairs, the bones. Now, the treatment part, I shall be covering the treatment part in the next lecture. Thank you.